Greetings, fellow Vikings. My name is Vinrenu, and today we will have a look at the update news that just have been published by the developers Iron Gate Studio for Valheim. This will include changes for the roadmap and also, most importantly, news to the Hearth and Home update. Furthermore, there will be a developer AMA on Reddit this weekend. So, without further ado, let's jump right into it. In the first text passage right here, the developers are thanking everybody for the patience and kindness, and they basically say that they used all their effort up until now to fix bugs, and there have been some delays and changes in the roadmap. So Hearth and Home will now come out in Q3 of this year. That's between July and September if everything goes according to plan. And they are temporarily taking down the existing roadmap, which included 4 major updates for this year. The reasons, as I already said, is that their priority has been to make the current experience as stable as possible and fix the bugs, and they really started only working on Hearth and Home from May on with all their resources. So I think it's a good decision by their side to fix all the small bugs, but now they should focus on the new content as they are doing. So we finally have like a date time frame for the Hearth and Home update, and I think that's great news. So we have 2 pictures right here, and it's not a complete list. They pointed out specifically, so there might be more, but there are already some very interesting things that we can see over here. If you have a closer look at this picture, we can see that there is a new roof. It also says it down here, dark wood roofs and window hatches, which we can see over here. They are closed and open. I think that's a very good addition. We have used in our server the normal doors as window hatches some time before, but I think having real window hatches really is a great addition. Also, this lock here seems a little bit strange. It looks like it has some woodworking done on it. Maybe it's to sit down, I don't know, or you can place that as an aesthetic element. And there's another lock over there, so that might be something. And then we also can see a butcher's hatchet over here in the window, and there will be more on that on the second picture, which I will just jump to in a second. For the darkwood roofs, we do not know yet if the darkwood will be a new tree that we will be able to chop down, or if it's maybe craftable from other wood types. So on the second picture, we can see the hatchet or a butcher's table again over here. Then we have a pots and pans rack over there, and a spice rack right over here, which I guess all 3 will be upgrades for the cooking station, which is also the main focus or one of the main focuses of this update. And I think at least for the pots and pans over here, that looks like black metal, this pan over there, so that might will probably be a late game upgrade. I guess there will be maybe for every age or metal there will be 1 upgrade, which will add some new recipes. That's my guess. And they also talk a little bit over here about the new food system, or they will be making changes to the food system with some new features balancing health and stamina. So you have more interesting food choices based on your play style. And one thing is interesting to me. They say if you want to play a tank defensive Viking, you should now stock up on health, since this will boost your ability to deflect incoming hits and mitigate damage. So that sounds to me like there might be certain foods that give you maybe a damage resistant buff as well, a little bit like the bone mass buff does, because it says mitigate damage and deflect incoming hits. So yeah, something that we can look forward to. And then there's another picture showing of some more of the new foods. So they have more than 10 new recipes, including ice cream, which is that one over here. I guess that will finally be a use for all the Great Dwarf ice. Then a chocolate smoothie, which we can see over there. Various wolf meats, so I guess wolf meat will be a different meat from now on. So there's like this kebab meat over here. This looks like a shashlik made with some kind of meat, mushrooms, and maybe is that cheese or something. This looks like the bread we already know. That's a blood pudding, I think. That's serpent meat. That one looks like an onion soup, so that's new as well. Then we have the normal meat over here, cooked meat that's already in the game. And this looks like a lox meat pie, but it could also be that there will be another meat pie added. Yep. So definitely looking forward to that. And for the new food sources, for the new food recipes, there will also be new ingredients, blendable onions with onion flowers, and that's also nice to decorate, I guess, to use the flowers yeah, in a decorative manner for your builds. Yeah, and that's all of that. So down there is another text passage where they say they are often inspired by a meeting or even comment from the community, and their roadmap is always going to be fluid. So there might be still changes. Also, they say Valheim is a game about exploration, so they will not show everything here in the pictures. So I guess there will be plenty of stuff that we haven't seen yet to look forward to. And yeah, that's basically all to it. Tomorrow on June 11th at 2 p.m. Central Eastern Summertime, there will be an Ask Me Anything on the Valheim subreddit. So if you want to ask your questions to the developers directly, check that out. And that's everything for the Hearth and Home update so far. Let's keep in mind that we have 2 additional screenshots available. So we still have the additional these 2 screenshots over here from an earlier update. I don't know what that is. It could be maybe it could be cheese, maybe it could be a chair like that's made to sit on it. Maybe it could be something completely different. And this over here looks to me like some ornament stuff that you can place maybe in front of windows. So that's something we have as well. And then we also have, of course, this picture over here with the wooden raven, which I think will be very similar to the wooden dragon head that we have already, that can be placed from the update news from March already. And as promised in the title of the YouTube video, I also have a sneak peek for you concerning the Mistlands update, which will be the next major update, at least as far as we know, after Hearth and Home. Maybe that's something we will get towards the end of that year, if we are lucky. And that is white mushrooms. So in this picture over here you can see some mushrooms over there. They look fairly similar to the yellow mushrooms that are already in the game. They are glowing a little bit with white light, and they will spawn in the Mistlands if you make certain changes to the already existing code. So I I think that is something we will probably see in the Mistlands. They are also lighting everything up a little bit, so it's less dark. That's yeah, because the Mistlands are very dark at the moment, and all credit for this goes to an admin from the server, Comfy Valheim server I'm playing on right now, which found that out. He did some changes to the code to make those mushrooms visible and to spawn them in on the server, but they are or they have the attribute which is fitting for the Mistlands. So yeah, it's some unfinished content here. That's all from me for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found the information helpful, and I will see you all in Valhalla.